Good morning, guys. Guess where I'm at? I am at Cloudland Canyon State Park in Northwest Georgia. This place is awesome. First, let me show you my campsite. There's my picnic table. I'm standing at the door of the van, and back behind there is the fire pit. This whole area here, wooded and shady. This has electric and water. And it's a decent sized site. There's a standalone grill. Here's looking out at the road. And there it is. This place is supposed to have some awesome trails. And they give you a really nice trail map here. And so today, I think I'm going to do the Waterfalls trail. And then probably in a couple days, I'm going to be here a few days, I will do the West Rim Trail, which is another popular one here. So I am at the West Rim Campground, which is located here. And the West Rim Trail is this loop here. It's like a lollipop hike. Today what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect to the West Rim Trail, and I'm going to go to my right, come down here, and see the waterfalls by taking this trail here, which is the Waterfalls Trail. And then I may also come over here and do the Overlook Trail. And when I get to this area here, I'll decide I may go do the Overlook Trail first and then come down to the waterfalls. But it should be a beautiful hike, and the weather's supposed to be perfect. So all I need to do now is load these things into my pack, and then I'm gonna get going. So this is the trail that leads from the campground, and it's right across from the bathhouse here. I don't know how long this is. I think it's gonna be pretty short to get me down to the West Rim Trail. I'm liking it already, guys. So pretty in here. So the West Rim Trail is marked with gold blazes. I don't plan to do the lollipop of the West Rim Trail today. I'm hoping to connect to the Overlook Trail and the Waterfalls Trail and do those, because the Waterfall Trail is supposed to have a lot of steps. And it's supposed to be beautiful, so I'm excited to see that, and I don't want to miss it, so I'm doing it first. They have yurts here, and I'm now passing the yurt village. No, I'm not going in there. Not gonna do it. Lots of steps. And this is just to the first falls. Time to shed that jacket. And I think I'm almost there. There it is. I'm joking. It's right over here. There are no words that can do this justice. I love this trail. This is probably the best trail I have been on. You can actually swim in this. It's kind of chilly today to be swimming, I think. At least in the morning it is, which is pretty early still. I'm in awe. Let's go check out the other one. Working out my butt. So right there where the trail intersects with you can go one direction to one fall and the other direction to the other fall. To go down to the lowest falls, which is what I'm doing right now, is 600 steps. And then of course you got to go back up those. And I think the other one, I didn't see anything saying how many steps those were, but I think it's probably 200 or 300, maybe. I don't know. But it's definitely a workout. And this trail is rugged and a little more strenuous than I thought, but it's so enjoyable and well marked. So it's a great trail so far. Incredible. I'm blown away. My happy place. Alright. Gotta go up those steps now. So that was the view from the bridge at the start of the Sittins Gulch, hope I'm pronouncing that right, trail. I'm probably not going to do that trail this trip. I don't know. I have a feeling my legs can only handle so much. So I'm on the Overlook trail now. Those steps about kill me, but I made it. So at the top of the steps you can go toward the interpretive center and get on this trail. This is spectacular, and it's right behind the interpretive center. So if you didn't want to do a big hike, you could just park there and walk right over here. This Overlook trail is definitely more populated, but I can see why. It's beautiful. I'm headed back to the campground now. It's gonna be a walk. So up those steps is where I went to go to the Overlook Trail. Down that way is where I went to see the waterfalls. There is the West Rim Trail heading that way, which, like I said, is a lollipop style trail. So I'm headed back to camp by going that way. The trail leading back up to the campground from the West Rim Trail is blue blazed. So it's easy to spot it. Here's a look at the bathhouse. We have a washing machine and dryer. Dryer is out of order here. I noticed on the other bathhouse the wash was out of order. Big wash basin. There's a man's side and a woman's side. Let me make sure there's no one in here. Looks like they just got done cleaning, so the fan's running. There's one shower. So if I'm brave, I'll come back up and use those later. Otherwise, I can just wash up in the van. There are at least a couple of these gray water drains, which is nice. Lots of trash cans, gray water drain. And here I am, Site 42. FYI guys, the showers here, they don't work, not very well. I only tried the one bathhouse, but the one shower didn't work at all. The other shower didn't, the water was completely cold, and I don't think it was functioning right either. So I am just gonna wash up in the van. It's kind of nasty in there anyway. So for dinner tonight, I think I'm gonna make an Asian stir fry or a soup. I'm not sure yet what it's gonna be. I don't have like the pre-made vegetable broth. So instead of making a bunch of vegetable broth, which would take a while and a lot of butane, I'm going to be using bouillon. Adding that to water, adding some miso. The juice from all the vegetables will combine with that and hopefully be enough for a sauce or a soup, depending. But I've already got my vegetables prepped. Okay, a little bit of mushroom, ginger, garlic, bell pepper, zucchini, carrots, scallions, kale, and some broccoli. The broccoli will have to go in kind of last because it was frozen broccoli, and so it's already somewhat cooked. It keeps the bugs off of everything. The tofu is marinating in a little sesame oil and tahini. It kind of broke up on me, so we'll see how that goes. And in that container there is miso. And I have some sesame seeds I'll add to that, and some sprouts. So I'm going to start by searing the tofu in kind of a combination of a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of the sesame seed oil. This is toasted sesame seed oil. So I'm cooking the veggies in the same oil as the tofu. I'm going to add a little coriander, paprika, black pepper. I just added the spices. I'm not going to add any more sodium, the salt, because the tamari and the miso have a lot of sodium. So now that those are almost cooked, I'm going to add the mushrooms, the frozen broccoli, and the kale. So I added the ginger and some more sesame oil, and I'm taking advantage of the fact that this is slightly on a slope, so all the oil kind of went down to the one side, and I'm sauteing the ginger on that one side while I've got the veggies pushed this way. And in just a moment I'll add the garlic. And the garlic and ginger only take maybe a minute or two. It's very quick. So I'll fold the veggies over onto that, stir it up, and then I'll add some liquid. So what I've done here is I've mixed up some miso, a little bit more tamari, a vegetable bouillon, and some water. And I'm going to add it to the pan and kind of pick up all that stuff that's caramelized to the pan. And as it gets hot, that bouillon and miso will kind of spread out a little bit. I could have boiled the water first, but I'm being lazy. This might turn out pretty good. Hopefully it won't be too salty. That's why I didn't add any salt. Once I get this good and hot, I think I'm going to set it aside and make the noodles. And it looks like it's going to make a soup. There we go. Now let's just hope it tastes as good as it looks. I'm not sure whether to eat it with a spoon or fork. That's really good. I need a fork. Oh no, the flies. Nice thing about a van is everything's reachable. I've got a mess to clean up when I'm done. I started cleaning a little bit while the noodles were cooking, but it is what it is. So that was delicious. I'll be doing that again. Well, I guess this is where I'll say goodnight. I'm thinking about doing a fire later. I don't know yet. It was a really good day. So tomorrow I'm probably just gonna rest, let my legs and stuff rest, and then I've got another hike planned. Until then, bye.